Greetings, folks. Crimson Fury here. Did y'all have a good weekend? It's Tuesday when this video goes up, so I'm just curious. Let me know in the comments below, what you did over the weekend, if you had fun, whatnot, what games you've played. I'm curious. We got a lot to do. We have questing, farming, and we still need to recruit a villager to work in our woodshed. Now, if you remember correctly, at the end of the last video, I said I was going to work offline getting some stuff we needed in. Well, yeah, there's a big chunk of the woods missing here. And I took some woods out in some other places. I did move these over some, like I said that I would do off camera. I got some pathways here coming out from the houses to this little path here that's like double wide, and then it goes running up here, which I moved these buildings. If you notice, we do not have them close together anymore. I wasn't sure how big a space we were going to need, but I want to put the food storage here in the center and a well, so I'm hoping that this is enough room. Also got the path done there, and this path running up to here that connects to the main pathway that runs through our town, which is this one. Alright, so I did a lot of work. We did a lot of work. We had 227 logs. That's after knocking those buildings down and putting them back up, which I did not do any upgrades. It's the same ones we had. We have 30 planks, 1,850 sticks, and 736 stones. We had the parcel, or the crate of rye that we have to deliver to Debrniga in Gustovia. We found this pouch that we can sell. We have the 200 stone knives yet that we can sell, and roll down. We do have 4 bowls that we could also sell. They're not. It drives me nuts that that they sort food. That affects how food is put into the food resource building, and I'll show you once we have one what I'm talking about. But let's head to Gustovia so we can deliver the crate of rye to Debrniga. And then I think we're going to go from Gustovia across the river to Bararo. Let me bring this up. From Gustovia to Bararo, there's a quest there we might be able to do, and we're going to look and see if somebody there has good extraction skill level to work in the woodshed, because we need somebody getting us wood. And if not, then we will come over to Baranica, and if not there, then Branica. If not there, Tutki. There's also quests at Branica and Tutki that can be done, as well as one here at Denica. So, yeah, we are heading here to Gustovia. So, let's get there. Here we go. We're coming up on Gustovia. And let's put the wooden spear away. Still the same person? Yep, still crappy scats. Alright. So we need to... Let's see, is she in here? Nope, no Debrniga there. Let's come down there. She is... Welcome back! Did someone order a rye delivery? Let me check my list. Everlasting Youth, World Peace, Extinction of Mosquitoes, Rye, yes! Here you go. Did you find any problems on the way? A few, but nothing a big-time adventurer like me could not handle. I feel sorry for the slain dragons already. You should. The werewolves definitely weren't happy about it. Here's your payment, conqueror of the simple errand. I bid you farewell. As a wealthy man in that case, take care, Debrniga. Da, 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 da. All right, so, and if you look here, let's check this real quick first. Okay, still 10. All right, but if you go here, this shows you the quest you have available right now to you. You go here, this is the ones that you just finished and stuff. So, story 2, we delivered the rye. We didn't get anything for that? Really? Ooh. Okay then. Well, finish with that. We got the max development stage for Hermitage, which was a one building limit. And we got that set much higher, 200%. Is there none? Alright, fine. Fine. Oh, we have skills to put in place. Huh, what am I doing? We have 3 extraction points to spend from the work I did after recording last. So, we're gonna do all 3 in Careful Miner. It's all 3 of those together give us a 50% chance to extract additional resources from deposits. And you'll see before long why I've decided to put those there. Hunting, we have 2 points in hunting. Well, look at that, we need 2 more for our hunting knowledge. So, bing, let's do that. And we have 2 in production. We'll do get ourselves to the level 3 out there of the builder skill under that. That way we have a 25% slower durability loss of our hammers. So that's all of those spent. Let's check our technologies. We've got the house unlocked. Not simple house, the house. So the biggest house we can build currently in the game, we have unlocked that. Resource storage 2. I know I said we unlocked it in the last one. I thought we did, and when I was watching, when I was editing the video, I noticed I was wrong. We were just shy of it. Just shy of it. Even though the green came down to like here-ish, we were just shy of unlocking it. So it is unlocked, as is the biggest house in the game thus far. Don't know if that'll be changing. We don't know what the devs have in store further down the road for us. I don't know if it was unlocked or not already, but we do have the ability to upgrade our hunting lodge to hunting lodge 2. Nothing unlocked in farming yet, and we had this. We unlocked Smithy 2 last time. We had the Sewing Hut 2 unlocked, which we unlocked it. I think that's what we unlocked when I thought that we unlocked the Resource Storage 2. Pretty sure. Anywho, it was either the Sewing Hut or sorry, yeah, it was the Sewing Hut 2. So, we also have Smithy 2 unlocked. So, you know, we'll end up getting those upgraded, but not the now. Okay, so journal. We need to go and talk to Unigast again. Let's find him, shall we? Unigast, where are you? He is sitting over here on a stool outside of these people's house. Alright, whatever. Hello, Rasimer. Are you getting settled? The valley's treating me nicely so far. That's wonderful. That's wonderful, Rasimir. But you come at a poor time. My duties as a Castellan await me. Of course, I understand. Is everything alright? Yeah, it's... I'm not sure, to be honest. There's been a murder. Oh my, I thought things like that didn't happen here too often. Because they don't. I'm just about to go to the crime scene and question the witnesses, and I honestly don't know what to expect. I'm sure you'll take good care of the matter. Time will tell. Yes, even it will break. Jokes aside, Rastamir, that's really a serious matter. I won't be able to share more stories with you at the moment, but I believe there is someone you should meet. His name is Sambor. He was one of us. The pack, I mean. Are you serious? And he lives here? In the valley? That's right. All of them do, actually. Here, I've marked Sambor's house on your map. You should pay him a visit. Great! I'll go there right away. But beware, calling Sambor friendly is like calling being stung by a bee right on the tip of your manhood pleasant. Oh my, I'm sure you're exaggerating. He was part of the reminders after all. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'll be on my way then. Okay, so we have spoke to you. Look at the little tyke. Look at this little tyke. Isn't he cute? Adorable. Absolutely adorables. Alright, so let's get away from this noisy well. And the geese, they're quite noisy as well. Alright, so we did do that Unigas story. Now we have to go talk to Sambor, and Sambor lives clear right here. But we are going to Borowo first. Oh my lord, if I can talk. Borowo. B-O-R-O-W-O. Bororo. We are going there first, and I am hoping we can find somebody with good extraction skills. We're just gonna pond hop it. Oops, wrong thing. We'll grab us a drinky drink on the way. And yeah, it's right over there, so I'm just gonna keep you with me and keep rambling. Keep a rambling. Something else I forgot to mention, and I forgot to mention like the last 2, maybe 3 episodes, is I did find a way to alter the customization files. It's a website that does it. And I increased our days in the season. We started originally with the setting put at 7. I increased it to 30, so that way I don't want you guys missing out when I need to do a lot of collecting of items and stuff to be able to continue in the game. I don't want that to take away, you know, shorten our seasons and stuff to the point to where we aren't able to do everything we want to do or need to do. So I went to 30 days, and if we get everything done that we need to do, I can just, you know, when I go to bed at night, skip to the next season, and we'll just go. So yeah, did that. Not something that I mean, I wish I'd have thought about it when I first started. I didn't like that I had to make that change, and that is the only change I made. I'm not super techie person, and yeah, I didn't want to press my luck messing with stuff, and I did back my save up before doing it, so just in case, because it did say sometimes when you change days, sometimes there's issues, and I didn't want to have issues. So Falibor is over there. He's a carpenter. Got a woodworking level 3. Here's the person that needs our assistance. We're gonna F5 just in case, because if it's something we can't do, we might need to do a reload.
A newcomer. Hello there.
Can I help you with something? Listen, I need some crafting materials. Would you get them for me? Sure, give me the list. Looks like I'm going to be doing some work on the computer to see if I can figure out why it keeps handyman. That's the one we're doing. He wants 20 sticks. That's it, dude. Here. I've got all you needed. Yeah, that's got to stop happening. Alright, so if we go back in here to our journal and we look and see what we got from doing that, we got 50 coin and 101 Dynasty reputation. And it's that Dynasty reputation that we need to increase the amount of buildings that we can have. And, you know, if we start another season, it's going to be more than a 200% increase on the building limit. That's for certain. Alright, so, you have skills. You do. Just twos. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. You know what? I need somebody to work. Let's, he's 28. What's on your mind lately? I've come across a single huntress not long ago. Her joyless appearance made me shiver, and I realized I could not stand being a loner like her she was. Living for others gives my life purpose, which I'd never abandon. How's your day going? Ah, the spring is so refreshing and heartwarming. It brings me back to life every year. No wonder green is considered the color of hope. And you tell me something about your skills. I'm really into tracking prey since it's unpredictable and thrilling event. So every hunt is an exceptional experience. Okay, so the person we have as our hunter currently really wants to be a farmer, and this dude that we're gonna have as our lumberjack, basically, he really wants to be a hunter. So once we can get somebody else to take the place in the lumber shed, we will move him to the hunting lodge and put her and have a barn. You know, we find somebody else for logging and we have a barn. We'll move female currently as a hunter into the farm. We'll put him from the woodshed into the hunting lodge, and we'll have a person then in the thing. So, anywho, yeah, does anything give you a hard time? I'm a hothead who's not good at tinkering. I'd rather work with something I don't have to learn for ages. Alright, that's fine. Well, I'm creating a new settlement. Sounds like what I was looking for. With pleasure. Great to see you there. Alright, so this is Midamir. I wish there was an ability to copy and paste names. Because, oh my. Let's see here. 1 second. Let's do this. Erase it then, and it will say, okay, so Midamir, now open his details. First we need to assign him a house. We'll put him in this house because it is empty, and we need to assign him a job, and he is going to work in the woodshed currently as a lumberjack. Well, that takes a lot off my mind because I'm telling you. I am telling you, kind of a bit of an issue. And then once we decide that we're ready for our villagers to start having children, I will move those two into the same house together because he's a couple years older than she is. Fiancé ran to Speedway, brought me back a coffee when he came back. Yum. Oh, it's so good. Alright, so we have that done. The sun is starting to lower. And, I guess I mean, we could make our way and talk to Sambor now, I suppose. Why not? We're just gonna run up here to this road. Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. There's something I wanted to see. I want to see if Falibor has crossbows or bows or anything like that that he sells, because I do not. Hey, Falibor, yo.
It's
Show me your wares.
whatever you need.
Wow.
I've got it.
Whatever you need. Ah, I've got it. Yes. No, you don't. You have torches and simple torches and clay jugs and that sorts of thing. But yeah, I forgot. You are. You're strictly. He didn't used to strictly just have the what is it, the workshop or whatever. He used to be. The workshop and smithy used to be together, and he used to make all that stuff. So I'm kind of used to that, and now he doesn't do that. And yeah, all right. Let's dip over. Can you really? Can't do that. There we go. We're gonna run up here to this road, because when you go to Sambor's, you have to be very careful. Very, very careful. Because there's a lot of baddies about. A lot of baddies about. And you know what? We'll go that way once we have a bow. I don't like going that way. I really like going this way anymore, period. But there is something down there that we need to check on the way to Sambor's, and we will do that once we have a bow or a crossbow, and not just these goofy little. Hi, Wunny Wabbit. Oh, Wabbit! Too bad we can't make wabbit stew. I mean, you can make a stew, but it's not a. You can't make rabbit stew. Go on here. But yeah, what was I saying? See? I'm telling you, folks, I've got ADHD, and it's like my brain skitters all around on me. I gotta watch it. Anyway, there's a lot of wolves coming to Sambor's. Usually you come like across the bridge and come up this way to Sambor's, and you'll run into wolves in through here. And there's wolves in this area here. So, but I've not really had too much trouble as of yet anyway, ever, if I stay on this pathway. There will be boar over there in the swamp area to hunt. And look at this. We has a cart. We has a cart. What does the cart has? Does the cart has nada? Really? Nothing. Well, that's kind of cruddy. Nothing there. There's nothing there. And there's Sambor's straight ahead. We'll put our pointy thing away and let's talk to Sambor. I think you're lost, boy. Sorry, I didn't mean to Wait a second. Look me in the eye and stop shivering, for crying out loud. Huh. Black and blue. You're Jordan's family, aren't you? Yes, my name's Rasimir. You must be Sambor then. And how do you know that? I was talking with Unigast. He told me that you were part of the Reminders as well. Part of what now? The pack? The one with Unigast and Jordan? I've never heard this idiotic name in my life. Oh, sorry. Maybe I've made a mistake. We were called the Undying Fist. Now that's a whole lot better name. You're damn right it is. That's because I came up with it. Everyone loved it. No idea why Unagast lied to you like that. I'm sure he was just jealous about your creativity. Ha! Of course he was. And not only about that. Anyway, I would love to hear some stories about my uncle and the pack's adventures altogether. That's an amazing coincidence, because I would love to spend my time telling the old tales by the crackling fire. Oh my, really? No, leave my property and forget where it is. Oh, come on, it will only take a moment. A moment of a moment, really. Just tell me, what was my uncle like? How did you become part of the Undying Fist? And, what did you do exactly as the pack? You don't know what we did? Unagast didn't get to that part yet. Alright. But be quiet and try to be less annoying. Where should I begin? Right. It all started when Jordan left his home. He was 18 at the time, if I remember correctly. That clever bastard was always too big of a fish for his birthplace, and he knew that. Left as soon as he could. But cleverness at such a young age always means two things: being arrogant and hot-headed. His plan was to set out on a big adventure. That's it. Pretty detailed, huh? A path like that is paved with skeletons of young idiots, but none of them was Jordan. Either way, he was wandering for days. Days soon turned into weeks, and his rations into dust. He was useless as a hunter, back then at least, so berries and mushrooms was all he could get. So obviously he needed some coins. He come across a manor with orchards so vast, they seemed like an ocean. Jordan hired himself there. A week of backbreaking labor had passed. His hands were covered in blisters, skin red from the scorching sun, knees pulsating from pain. I must say, you're really an amazing storyteller. I wasn't expecting that. Shut up. Do you want me to finish? Where was I? Oh, right. He was exhausted from all the strenuous work he's done. Went to the lord of the manor with a smile on his face to collect the payment. His stomach was already full with fantasies of all the delicious treats he was dreaming of buying, and all of that was ruined by the hand of the lord holding a couple of lousy coins. Jordan was furious. That was merely a fraction of the pay he was supposed to acquire. He started shouting at the lord, demanding justice. Peasants were just flies to the lord, disgusting, replaceable insects. And what do you think what do you do with a fly which buzzes too loudly? Both of the lord's palms struck Jordan's ears with the strength of an ox. Jordan fell to the ground stunned, and the lord's guards threw him out of the manor like garbage, stealing the few pathetic coins while doing so, if I may add. It wasn't until evening when Jordan regained his hearing, and with it came a fervent thought. Thoughts of revenge. Your uncle was quite a capable fighter when I met him 10 years later, but he wasn't back then. He knew the guards would massacre him if he only came close, so he needed to find another way to fulfill his vengeance. Jordan was always ambitious, but that hatred fueled him like nothing before. And what happened next? What came later was me becoming bored of this conversation. Go away. No way! You can't leave me like this! I can do whatever I want. Scram! I have things to do. What things? I'll do them for you. I'll do anything you want. Just please tell me the whole story. Damn, you're annoying. Please, 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 please. Fine, just shut up already. Just say what needs to be done. You won't regret it. Here, grab this shovel. It's a piece of crap, but it will do. There are clay deposits behind my house. Go there and dig up some clay for me. On it, boss. We're gonna use our own shovel. And while we're here, we're gonna pick those up. Yes, those say wooden deer figurines. Very interesting if I say so myself. Here's a couple more. There's another one. And another one. I'm gonna grab all this clay, and we'll see you back here when I'm done. Okay, I wanted to bring y'all back for this because there are a lot of the wooden deer figurines here, and there's some sticks and some other stuff for us. Well, not sticks. There's sticks there, but couple wine bottles, and I wanted you guys to see these. So if you play the game and you go near Sambor's house, grab all these things. Those deer figurines do serve a purpose, so make sure you snag all of them. You will find almost every one of the clay places, you know, those clay deposits in this area by his house. Almost all of them will have some of those sitting near them. Yeah, make sure you snag them up, and don't forget to get the clay deposits here along the side of his house. And yes, so we're going back, and let's put this away. We're gonna wake his butt up and get the rest of the story now. You have it. Here's all the clay you wanted. Will you finish the story now? Alright. So, as I've already said, Jordan wasn't much of a fighter back then. He didn't have any money, nor connections. But he had one thing, an unusual ability. You see, from an early age, Jordan was an exceptionally good liar. No sweaty palms, no voice cracks, no tells really. Calm, steady breaths, eye contact held all the way. He eventually managed to handle any kind of pressure, even in the craziest of situations. But it wasn't that at first. He felt no pressure lying, no stress at all. It was as natural for him as breathing. He had absolutely no remorse. That's very interesting and all, but what happened with the Lord? I swear, you little brat, interrupt me one more time and you will meet my wrath. Relax, big guy, I'm all ears. He came up with a plan so immensely moronic and unrealistic that it's really hard to believe that it worked so perfectly. At first, he convinced the nearby town's tailor to sew him a whole set of clothes worthy of the most wealthy nobleman. The finest of fabrics, silken threads, you name it. Horrendously expensive. So how did he manage to afford it, you may ask? It's simple. He didn't pay for it. So he stole it. I said no such thing. Jordan wasn't a thief. Not in the traditional meaning of the word, at least. Apart from that, did I finish the damn story? Ahem. While wearing his new clothes, he traveled to the castle of the king of that realm and entered it. Okay, now I know that you're making this all up. That's simply impossible. You're absolutely right. It is. It's mad to even consider trying to pull that off. But Jordan, he just walked straight in. I don't blame you for doubting me. Damn, I would have been first to doubt a thing like that if I didn't see him doing it hundreds of times later with my own eyes. Anyway, he walked right into the castle, and once he was there, he followed through with his plan, which was betting his wife. Whose wife? The king's. The king's wife? Mm-hmm. So, the queen. Indeed. So let me get this straight. The plan was to get into the castle and lay with the queen. Exactly that. You were right. That is the most absurdly idiotic plan I've ever heard of. I told you. I told you, but it worked like a charm. I still don't get it. What worked? What has he accomplished by that? After the lovemaking, he dressed up, deliberately leaving his undergarments on the bedside. And he told the queen he'll be right back with some refreshments. Then he went to see one of the king's guards, and he told him that he saw the queen within the company of a strange man sneaking into one of the bedchambers. The guard rushed in, witnessed the queen naked in bed with a man's clothes right next to her. As a loyal servant, the guard reported on the matter directly to the king himself, who, as you can probably imagine, became furious to say the least. He couldn't really punish his wife. That would be bad for his reputation. But he could pursue her lover. Unfortunately for him, at this point, Jordan was long gone from the castle, riding a beautiful bay mare he borrowed from the stable into the sunset. I still don't get it. You see, the king didn't catch the filthy seducer, but it didn't mean he couldn't track him down and find him. To do so, the only track he could follow was the one thing that Jordan left behind, except his undergarments and a pleasurable memory for the queen: his name. Not his real name, of course. The name he used when introducing himself to the queen was the Orchard Lords. Precisely. Now you get it. Ha! That's incredible! The Lord's head must have left the company of his body pretty promptly. He didn't get killed. That would have been in Jordan. That wouldn't be in Jordan's style. The queen begged for his life to be spared, so the king threw him in the dungeon where he spent all the days he had left. Jordan was amazing. All that with just the power of his wits and speech. He surely showed the Lord that he shouldn't have wronged him. Don't get the wrong idea about his reasons, Jordan. Jordan didn't go through all that just because of what the Lord did to him. You see, the Lord was a cruel, merciless brute. He mistreated all of his subjects. He killed for fun. He raped for sport. People used to call him Laundryman because one of his habits was drowning his bastards in the lake right after birth, like unwanted kittens. Jordan needed to stop him, and he did, but that's not the end of the story. After the Lord's capture, someone had to take his place. He didn't have any rightful successors, but then, with just an uncannily perfect timing, came a distant cousin of the Lord's, a charming young man with two different eyes. You have to be kidding me! He easily acquired all possessions of his sentenced relative, but Jordan didn't want any of that, not for himself. So he took only 3 bags of coins from the treasury and left everything else in the hands of the peasants. They were elated. He is still probably worshipped there. I can tell you that. Oh, and one more thing. Why 3 bags, you might ask? That's easy. One for the tailor, another one for the stableman he took the horse from, and the last one for himself, with the exact amount of coins he was rightfully supposed to earn for his week at the orchard. I told you, Jordan wasn't a thief, and that was it. He mounted his beautiful mare and left the realm, continuing his adventures. At least that's the story he used to tell us, so nothing of that may be true at all. But that's just how it was with Jordan. Now I understand what you and Unigast were talking about. He really does seem surreal. I've never met anyone else like that. Don't get me wrong, he had his flaws. But the things he could do, his tongue wasn't even silver. It was made out of pure gold. But wait, you didn't tell me what was the purpose of the Undying Fist? Oh, I thought it would be obvious now. On that day, Jordan's mission was born. He knew that the spoiled, rotten elites like that were scattered all around the world, draining life and dignity from the hardworking, simple folk, and that he was capable of stopping them. To some extent, at least. So that's exactly what he started doing, overthrowing corrupted lords and giving back to the community. He sounds like a hero. A true hero. Well, it wasn't like... I mean, he... yeah, I guess you could say that. So how did you join the pack? Jordan was working solo until he met Unigast. That rat's Agile's fingers could work where Jordan's tongue didn't. And then they needed someone with other talents they were lacking, like strength, manliness, bravery, independence, gallantry, integrity. Right, I think I get the picture. So they recruited the best there was. I was between jobs at the time. So I gave them a chance, and finally the pack started to really make a difference. But I don't like to brag. Oh yes, I noticed. Humble to the bone. Thank you for noticing. People of my level don't need to boast about our skills. Just like the sun doesn't need to prove it's bright. Anywho, I already spoke more words to you than I did in the last 5 years to anybody, so it's time for you to go. And preferably, don't come back. Ever. It was a great pleasure and a true honor. Yeah, I don't care. Leave now. And in return for giving away my location, deliver this delicious meal to Unigast. It's his favorite. A knuckle sandwich. You want me to hit him in the face? Did I stutter? No, sir. Of course, sir. I'm on my way, sir. Alrighty, folks. I am going to wrap it up here. I don't want to go too awful long on these, and I have been going longer than I should with them. So, yeah. We're gonna end here. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm Crimson Fury, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Love, light, and blessings, everyone.